Steve Kreger, presenting of our priorities and goal progress report. We hope it looks wonderful because, man, we have pushed you guys to the max and we pushed ourselves too.
You have a lot going on in the city. It's exciting to see, isn't it?
It is.
I do notice that there are 4 of you right now, so I'm not sure where number 5 went.
Oh, okay, then I'll wait until number 5 gets back in.
Okay. Might not want to wait? Okay.
He'll be back momentarily.
It's going to take a little longer.
It's okay. All right. I wasn't sure if someone took him away or something. Yeah.
It's been a long meeting.
I hear a door creaking, so that's a good sign, I believe. Okay, avoid embarrassment. I'll just keep going.
Yep.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, you have your goals and priorities that you establish at the beginning of each calendar year. These 6 items are recurring. I like to say that they're somewhat inalienable, meaning every community should have these types of goals. They're in no specific order, but notably you do dedicate a large amount of resources, as every city does, to public safety, which is one of the base purposes of government, and also to provide a good infrastructure, which we continue to work on as a community. But once again, all of these are important to your council. You have a progress report before you that highlights some of the areas where staff has been working very hard to advance these goals and priorities. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have regarding anything within that report. I think it's more than anything, it's just important that we as staff have the opportunity to demonstrate to you, and therefore demonstrate to the community, that we're putting their tax resources to the best use. And what's nice about it these days, with our economy clipping along like it's been, is you see the visual result of that. You see Garden Highway. You see, even today, the Carriage Square being demolished.
Wow.
And it is remarkable to see the progress that's going on in this community. Yeah. And we have the pride, I'll just speak for a moment, of you have an executive team with an average tenure of, by now approaching likely 20 years with the city, each individually. And so they know this community, they work well in the community, and they live in this community or the greater area. Those are the people working for you. If you have any questions on this report or anything that has to do with what's going on, please feel free to ask them now, or of course ask me at any time.
Any other slides on this?
I don't, and I'll be honest with you. You use a judgment call in life, and I anticipated that this last item would probably wear you down a little bit, and I didn't anticipate that you would be really anxious to receive a 10-slide presentation. That
3 or 4.
So
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
my judgment was to do the abbreviated form. So here you have it, folks. If you would like, you can bring me back at another meeting and make me do a longer presentation. I'd be happy to do so.
No, we usually have pretty long meetings because we're so active and trying to help the community get going forward and stuff. I will make a comment just a little bit based upon some of the plans that are coming up today. I just happened to pass by and see a map on one of the tables in the planning department in Arnaldo's little conference office now. By the way, yes. Fantastic rearrangement and design and consolidation process going on. Really, really great looking.
I'll pass that compliment on to him.
And I saw that, and he asked for a little explanation, and he showed me some of the items that are popping up, getting numbers when they have a number on them. That means that's something that's being considered. And like you said, well, we said earlier, the first housing project being actually acted upon and started. There are multiple of those that are on the planning and the books and discussion, and some of them have numbers, which means they're farther along than others in projects, and so that's encouraging to me to see that that's happening, of course, naturally by the process, and then also from the efforts that we're trying to do to make it smoother, electronic process, making it easier to submit plans and actually get meetings and stuff, and so all these things. And if anybody has suggestions on how to make it even easier for us, please bring it forward, and we'll have staff at least review it and look at it. So we're open for business.
Yeah.
Yuba City is marching forward. So that's it. I'm sorry, long-winded after all that.
Through the mayor.
Yes.
Steve, when we had our workshop on the goals and priorities, one of the things that we did come out from that is using all of our commissions and do a joint workshop. Have we had that yet? And what was the
You missed
outcome
it.
of that?
I'm just teasing.
I thought,
No, it's a
blink
good
of an
loaded
eye,
question.
I don't know.
We have had folks in the city manager's office working on that issue, and we have narrowed it down to a couple different folks who can take your council through that process. Part of that, I guess for the benefit of the public, the council said, we want to engage our commissions, we want to engage the community in the vision of the future of Yuba City, what we are and what we want to be, and what are the resources that we can tap into to take us into the future Yuba City. And that process will take place during the latter part of this year and early 2018. That's been something that we've drawn more attention to, and how best we've been looking at the best practices of other communities. Roseville's going through the process right now. Rancho Cordova did it in the recent past, and we're finding what are these best practices in other communities, and how do we take that forward. So that's a fair observation.
Thank you.
Great, thanks.
Appreciate your update.
Yeah. Okay. If there's anything else on any of those items, any of those 6, you can hit me up cold. I will say in terms of
Cool.
developing our organization, I do want to touch upon your mission for us is the quality, service, innovation, and leadership. Your organization is taking an extraordinary focus on innovation these days, and how we break out of the status quo.
Yes.
And that's what's too often in government. There's comfort in the status quo, and we're starting to say we need to take a more active approach. As the mayor indicated, if someone's giving us feedback, we don't defend what we do. We say, tell us more, and how could we be doing our jobs differently, and that's important to us.
And we're available, as you know, and have been, to help through that process and, be the buffers with the community with you, too. So.
Yeah. Well, all of you give us
I only want to help
good
you succeed.
feedback. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Success is important. Okay. With that, thank you.